2K, we've added even more events in the neighborhood, so get out there and compete. A community challenge right here on 2K TV. Last weekend, I was honored to be invited into a legendary all-star team-up with top NBA 2K influencers and streamers. It was an epic show, and if you weren't one of the nearly 1 million to watch it live, we've captured all the action. Let's go, baby. Check back next week for the full story. Come on!
What's up, everybody? It's Robbie, and I've got some My Team tips for you today. Let's get into some triple threat, online and offline. Which one's best for you? Well, both of them if you do them the way that you have fun. How do you have fun? Use cards that you enjoy. I can't emphasize this enough. With how short triple threat online and offline games take time-wise, it's important to enjoy yourself. That's why we all play video games. I use lineups that don't necessarily include the best players in the game at the time, but I use players that I enjoy playing with. That's what I do offline.
Let's see the team. Starting at shooting guard. Standing 6'2". Number 2. Lance. Starting at power forward. 6 feet 7 inches. Number 13. Game. Man in the middle. Standing 6'8". Number 23. Xavier. Tony. The other forward position. At 6'6" number 11. Aaron. At the other guard position. 6 feet 1 inches. Number 5. Woolstead. And coach to the team. Let's hear it for the team.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going. Now the starting group for the visit.
Big man. One of the player cards that I think falls under the radar sometimes as a budget card is the Raef LaFrentz card from the Lights Out set earlier this year. He's an evolution card, and even if you don't involve him all the way, he can run the pick and pop very well offensively, still protect the paint defensively as well as rebounding, and it's just a good all-around card. In addition, while you're playing those online games, you can work on the stats required for his evolution and kind of double dip. Another tip to remember is there are no position locks in Triple Threat online and offline. I want you to use that to your advantage. In my lineup that I've given you, I have a big man and a small...
The chosen one. At shooting, the chosen one. At the other guard position, Evan Leonard. The head coach of the visiting team. Let's keep the team. At shooting guard, standing 6'2", number 2, Rice. At the power forward position, 16'7", number 13, Gabe Brown. At the center position, standing 6'8", number 23, Xavier Tillman. At the other forward position, at 6'6", number 11, Aaron Henry. The other guard, 16'1", number 5, Wilson. A head coach for the team. Let's hear it for team.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got the captain. Doc is out there with Green. Then it's the chosen one, and it's the chosen one in at the 2. They've got Red Hot. T is out there with Brown. Then it's the Cobra, and it's Henry in at the 3 spot. But the rookies are still trying to get their firm footing as a new season begins and a new arena for them opens up. Talk about your journey over the course of your rookie year.
Yeah, I remember it was really exciting to have fulfilled the dream of being an NBA player. I struggled early in the season, particularly against some of the veteran guys I ran up against, but found my rhythm and really played extremely well for the second segment of the season. But there was a period, Kevin, when I ran into a wall and just had nothing in terms of sharpness or legs. And then all of a sudden, after about a week and a half of that, it just went away. And I hit my stride and finished strong.
Take a break. Take a break. 3 shots.
That free throw good from Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Winston. Green with the rebound. Outside Leonard. Six to shoot. From deep. Henry with Winston to the right side. Henry misses.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Count that one.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Pass to Winston. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Tillman, guarded by Green. T, the pass to Watts. And here is Henry. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Pass to the chosen one. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Leonard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
The pass to Henry.
Switch.
Green with the block. And they're running. Here's Leonard. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's the Cobra. 20 points for him last game against Brown. Buries it down low. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Leonard. Feeds it to Green. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Brown the pass to Watts. Here's the Cobra. Here's T. That one, no good. Great D that time from Green. Here's the chosen one. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's stolen. And here they come. Pushing it up. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Pass to Brown. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Passes it to the chosen one. Green bounce pass. Here's Doc. It's hauled in by Brown. Gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yes.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. And he makes the first. And Brown drops them both. Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Mr. Moves. His last 10 games, he's averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Now, here is our test. 8 points his last outing. Lee outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to the chosen one. Looks for our test. Looks at the him. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Gone just a shade under 50% for the field. 5 of 11. Here's Little General. The pass to Maverick. Here's Little General. He's guarded by Johnson. Basket counts.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Outside our test. Trying to get something going. Kept alive.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Here's Hall. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Let's see how things are going out east in the early season. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. To the middle, here's the chosen one. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's the chosen one. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Mr. Moves. Covered by our chest. Connects on the foul line jumper. Mr. Moves got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here is our test. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The layup off target.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence allows the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Count that one.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Lee. A 14-point game for him in the win again. Pass to Boss. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touched by Lee.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Mr. Moves. 6 points for him. passes it to Thunder. Johnson with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The home team, they lead by 13. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Folks, second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
The chosen one out there with Lee. Then there's Boss. Then it's Johnson, and it's our test in at the small forward. Maverick passes to Hall. Five to shoot. Pass to Mark. Over our test. Here's Maverick, and a strong finish with two hands.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
It's good on the putback.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Little General. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That one, no good. Good D by Lee. Outside our test. And there's the pass to the chosen one. Misses in close. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Little General. Banked in off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
What do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decade.
Turned out for him. He's putting up 9 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here is Doc. He kicks it to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Passes to the chosen one. Inside. Here's Doc. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Brown is checked in for Marble. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game, not just coaches but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
Watts. And it's off from three-point range. Here's the chosen one. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rob. And here we go. Fast break. Henry's got it. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Leonard. He picked up 12 points in their last win again, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Shooter 2.
No good on the free throw. No good on the second free throw.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
No problem knocking that one down. Red Hot's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
The chosen one passes to Lee. Off on the layup.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Brown.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. On the wing, Lee. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. From 6 away, gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Here's the Cobra. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Green with the block. Now Leonard. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Don. Just 5 on the clock. Lee outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a moment now to to check out some of the numbers for ABC. Third in three-point field goal percentage, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. Count the basket.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Here's the chosen one. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Makes it off the glass.
And you can bet they weren't expecting that kind of a flashy move out of him, but that spin worked to perfection.
The Cobra passes to Henry. Teardrop shot. Here's Winston. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Leonard looking over the floor. Now the pass to Don. Kicks it to Lee. Outside Leonard. No good on the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Thunders check in for Brown. Off the inbound pass, and he slams it one-handed.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Passes it to T. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. 1:22 left in the first half. Our test on the way. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Artest's got his 2nd bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Thunder passes to Winston. Stolen away. Outside Artest. Outside Leonard. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Float loose. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to T. He feeds it to Henry. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And here's our test from deep 3-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the home team in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets and wow. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Eddie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
First half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. When you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. They've got ABC, the Cobra out there with Red Hot. Then there's Brown, and it's T at the center, locking down the middle. Here's the chosen one. There's the dish to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Wow, good.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Here is Doc. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. That one doesn't drop. Here's Red Hot. He kicks to Henry. The shot's good. Henry's got 10 points. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's the chosen one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately, came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
The first one falls. Falls checked in for ABC. Both good from the line that time. Here's the Cobra. He has 6. To Watts, fires the 3. He can't get it to go. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
Here's the chosen one. The jump hook, and it's good off the glass. The chosen one's got 4 this quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Tillman. By Green. Here's T. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and brings it in. T's got his second basket of the night.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. Good work there as it goes.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Watts passes it to T. one goes long. Being around 40% from the floor here. And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time. On Sunday. And then on Tuesday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Watts. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Mavericks checked in for Brown. Visitors with the ball. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Lee with the ball. To the inside. Here's the chosen one. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump there.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity. Gone awry.
Red hot, covered by Lee. Watts passes to T. From down in the low post, it goes. T's got 4 this quarter.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Passes it to Lee. Down low. Here's Doc. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Here's the Cobra. He has 6. Right wing. Here's Maverick. The second effort. And he lays it up and in. His team's got 8.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Pass to our test. Here's Boss. Kicks to Lee. Will it go? That one misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now, here is our test. Here's the chosen one. Pass to Don. Lee outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Both teams deciding to change it up. Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's the Cobra. The pass to Hall. Passes it to the kid. Fader on the way. No good off the back of the rim. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Stripped it away. Here's Hall. Good on the shot. He's got 8.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Johnson outside. He kicks it to Lee. Shot clock at 5. Pass to the chosen one. And it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm.
Yeah, he imposed imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Little General. Pass to Henry. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7.
Thunder. That's his first personal foul. Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
52 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's the pass to Little General. Off target from outside. Gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's the chosen one. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. The chosen one's got 10 points here in the second half. The kid passes to Thunder. Pass to Henry. Pass to Thunder. Positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Now, here is our test. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the home team, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
The fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. It has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. The chosen one out there with Boomer. Then there's Z. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's Johnson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
The pass to Little General. Here's the kid. Here's Thunder. Shoots from 8. The feed to Marble. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Here's Boomer. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Little General, the pass to Marble. Basket good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here is Boomer. To the paint. It's intercepted. Here's Little General. That one good for two.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Passes it to Thunder. Here's Little General, who's guarded by Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen. Here's Mr. Perfect to the wing right side. And a miss there on the triple. And taken away by Johnson. Got a piece of it. Over to the wing. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Things certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's the kid. Here's Little General. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
At the line, Little General.
Take a break.
Two shots.
2 shots.
And the first one comes. Some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
And he gets the bucket. 14 points for the chosen one.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Little General the pass to the kid. Here's Thunder. Pass to Brown. 11 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes on here in the fourth quarter.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
He's off on the first. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
What's up?
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's the chosen one. Pass to the chosen one. 6 to shoot. And the pass to Johnson. No good that time.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Hall lays it up and banks it in.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Up top, Leonard. Green up on top. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Here's Hoiberg. It's blocked. Here's the chosen one. Buries the long-range jumper.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Little General. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Little General. Green with the block. Here's the chosen one.
That's his first business.
First one calls for it. Mark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Here's Hoiberg. Passes it to Meth. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Johnson. Got a piece of it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Z's jumped in for the chosen one. Here is Boomer. There's the triple. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal.
Doing it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Hall passes to Washington. Shot clock at 6. Baseline jumper. He doesn't hit that one. Gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Mr. Purple. Here is Boomer. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size. Nightlife for some guys is important. Business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
The pass to Hall. Here's Washington. Passes it to Hall. No dice from the high post. Here's the chosen one. He dishes it to Johnson. Here's Z. And so they get the victory here at home. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.